One worn-out bedding, the sleep thief you ignore. You might never notice, but the very sheets and blankets you toss and turn under each night could be quietly stealing your comfort and your rest. When was the last time you checked how old your sheets are? How long have your pillowcases been patched or your blanket lost its softness? Over time, fabrics lose their ability to breathe, trap moisture, and accumulate skin flakes, sweat, oils, and even tiny microbes. Let's imagine you drift off to sleep, but your sheets grip your skin. At night, you toss a little because heat builds up. In the morning, your skin feels itchy, or your breathing feels heavier than it should be. Yet you think just another restless night. But maybe the fabric against which you slept played a bigger role than you realize. Natural fibers like cotton or linen can protect better, but when washed and used for too long, even those lose loft and barrier strength. Synthetic blends can be more durable, but they too trap odors, residues, and allergens after many washes. For seniors whose skin thins, whose immune systems grow more sensitive, and whose bodies more easily respond to irritants, this matters. Poor quality bedding increases risk of skin irritation, respiratory discomfort, or even eczema flares. What to do instead? Replace bedding every couple of years. Sheets more often if they're worn, rough, or permanently stained. Choose breathable, washable fabrics, cotton, percale, bamboo blends, light linen. Have two sets so you can wash one thoroughly while using the other. Add a mattress and pillow protector to seal out dust mites and allergens. Imagine slipping into bed with crisp, clean sheets that breathe with you like a second skin. That's the sleep your body deserves. 2. Hidden clutter in corners and closets. The exhaustion you don't see. You tidy up the room, straighten the bed, arrange the nightstand, but the corners, closets, under the bed, behind the furniture, those spaces often become catch-alls. Old clothes and used gadgets, forgotten paperwork, what seems like innocent clutter really turns into a psychological weight. Worse yet, when dust builds there, when moisture settles unseen, it becomes a habitat for allergens, mold spores, maybe even pests. With age, breathing can become more demanding. The lungs less forgiving. Even small amounts of dust stirred from under a bed can provoke coughing, breathing difficulties, morning hoarseness, sinus congestion. But beyond physical symptoms, there's a deeper cost. Clutter makes the mind feel cluttered. Stress rises unconsciously. It's harder to unwind when your space feels unfinished, even if you don't consciously notice the scattered boxes or the layer of forgotten jackets in the corner. What to do instead? Once a month, take a tour of your room, open closets. Look under your bed, move furniture if possible, peek behind dressers. Donate, recycle, or properly store what you don't use. If you must store items, use sealed containers off the floor. Deep clean those hidden spots, vacuum. Wipe down mold-prone surfaces. Spray with gentle disinfectant. Let nature play a part, open windows, air out closets so moisture doesn't linger. When you clear the unseen mess, something lifts not just from your lungs, but from your spirit. You sleep easier knowing your surroundings are honoring your wisdom, not burying it in dust. 3. Artificial fragrances and heavy perfumes. The silent irritants in the air. There's something comforting about a room that smells fresh lavender, ocean breeze, rose. It feels clean, calm, inviting. But many commercial scents, air fresheners, and plug-ins carry hidden burdens. Synthetic perfumes often contain complex blends of chemicals, formaldehyde-releasing agents, phthalates, volatile organic compounds. Over time, as you inhale these, or as they sink into fabrics and curtains, they can irritate airways, trigger allergies, unsettled sleep. For older adults, even mild reactions feel heavier, sometimes with heartburn, sinus pain, headaches. Sometimes the cause is so subtle, you don't smell it much anymore, but your body remembers, your throat wakes you, your eyes water, your breathing shallow. You might brush it off, thinking it's your allergies or the weather. But it might be the fog of fragrance settling in each night. What to do instead? Shift to fragrance-free or naturally scented products. Essential oils in a diffuser, only a few drops. A sprig of fresh herbs, citrus peels, and water can be gentler. Choose beeswax or pure soy candles scented with natural oils, if any. Always burn them with someone watching, safety matters. Avoid plug-ins or sprays with ambiguous labels like fragrance blend or parfum. Those often mask many undisclosed substances. Keep fabrics washed regularly so odors don't cling. Dry them fully to prevent mildew. When the air is clean and genuine, it nourishes. It lets you breathe fully. It lets your lungs rest, your mind settle, your senses feel real. 4. Total darkness at dawn, when light becomes a missing ally. Blackout curtains are recommended for good reason. They block unwanted light, help with naps, reduce disturbance from external lighting. But what if they also block out what your body needs every morning? Natural light is the cue our brains depend on. As dawn breaks, light triggers the reduction of sleep hormones and the rise of mood-lifting ones. It sets your internal clock so you awake more naturally. When curtains stay closed all night and well into the morning, regardless of how many hours you've slept, your body may be missing the chance to reset. You might feel heavy, groggy, even after a full night. Days pass, and you don't notice the drift in your energy because you've grown accustomed to darkness as a default. What to do instead? Use blackout drapes for night, but open them first thing in the morning, even just enough to let in soft, diffused light. Consider layering a blackout layer plus sheer or light filter curtains so you can adjust. Position your bed where morning light can reach you, but isn't harsh directly in your eyes. If windows can be open, crack them open. Fresh air plus early light is a powerful combo. Imagine waking up and seeing dawn creeping in through the window, not startling, but gently helpful. That first beam of sun, it signals hope, begins the day with energy. 5. Electronics and notifications, the nighttime disruptors you keep close. Screens, phones, tablets, smart speakers have become part of our bedtime routines. A final check of messages, maybe watching a video. Yet those glowing rectangles can carry consequence. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, which tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Notifications buzz or glow unexpectedly. Even when you think you've turned things off, the residual glance, the distracting ping or vibration, these fragment your calm. Seniors often need more time to enter deep restorative sleep, not just falling asleep, but cycling through REM deep sleep stages. Disruption from lights, sounds, or even mental stimulation before bed delays those transitions. Over time, shallow sleep leads to fatigue, diminished healing, foggy memory. What to do instead? Establish a screen-free period before bed, at least 30 to 60 minutes. Use that time for reading, meditating, listening to soft music, journaling. Move your phone out of arm's reach on a dresser, across the room, or in another room if you rely on a clock. Buy a simple alarm clock so you can leave the phone alone. Turn off notifications or use Do Not Disturb modes. If devices must be in the room, dim screens, reduce brightness. Replace screen time with relaxing rituals, sipping herbal tea, gentle stretching, letting your thoughts settle. When you let go of the glowing distractions, you give your mind space to unwind. You let your pajamas, your pillow, your breath be enough. Your bedroom is more than a place you lie down, it's your sanctuary. It holds your rest, your recovery, your peace. Each of the things we've talked about, aging bedding, hidden clutter, heavy fragrances, constant darkness, electronics, may feel small, but together they shape whether your rest heals or quietly undermines. You don't need to change everything at once. Begin with one, refresh your sheets. Clear one corner. Open the morning light. Turn off that device for just one more minute. These small acts, built with elder wisdom, compose nights that truly restore. Nights where your body softens, where your breathing deepens, where your mind drifts easily into rest. Because you deserve nights that honor you, not just days that push you. Thanks for listening. If this resonates, let it guide your next night. Remove what's holding back your rest and embrace the quiet, healing space that you've earned.